Hello, in this video I will explain the code about communications between server and client, and also I will explain the code for car moving and getting status from the car. So the code I'm showing you here is the code for the server or the Raspberry Pi. Web control is the main function. While it's true, it will keep running this loop and waiting for the input from the client. Inside the loop, it calls another function named readKey. It will assign some parameters to the WebSocket and also bind the socket to the assigned host and the port number. Then it will wait for the input from the client. Once it receives it, it will first equal it back to the client, and then it decode the data from bat to string. And finally, it will return the string. So it depends on the strings returned by this readKey function. I assign the Pi card to perform different tasks. For example, speed up, slow down, going to different directions, reading the CPU temperature for the Raspberry Pi, and also scanning for any obstacle in front of the car. So on the server, on the client side, inside the index.js function, I'm relying on these two functions, key down and key up, to detect which key I pressed on the keyboard, and depends on which key I pressed, this update key function will call different functions. For example, send data, read car speed, or obstacle scanning. So let's take the obstacle scanning. For example, if I press the number 7 on the number pad, it will call the obstacle scanning function with the input of scanning. So if we go to these functions, it will first create the connections by giving port and host number, and then it will write the input. In this case, it's the scanning. It will send this data to the server, and then it will get the data back from the server, and then it will display the data get from the server to this HTML ID. So in this case, if we go to the index HTML, so the obstacle detection result will be displayed in this between this span. So now I will quickly show you how it works. So let's first run this web control on the server, and then we will run the client. So as you can see now, if I press a different button, so you can see the arrow will turn green on the user interface. So depends on which key I pressed, it will send the command to the server, and the car will start to move. So I cannot show you here, but I will show you in the demo video later. So if I send a string, it can be received by the Pi card as well. And also if I press, for example, if I want to read the Raspberry Pi temperature, so I will press the key 0 on the keyboard, so it will get the Raspberry Pi temperatures from the server. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Hello, in the previous video, I explained the code about Wi-Fi communication and as well as the code for car moving and the getting status from the car. So in this video, I will show you how the car is moved based on the web interface command, and also how web interface can get the status from the car. So on the screen now you can see here is the front end panel, and this is the Raspberry Pi log window. So let's first test the car moving function. So you can see as I press the different button on the keyboard, it will detect which key I pressed and also send the command to the Raspberry Pi or the server. And depends on which key I pressed, the Pi car will like respond differently. So as you can see, if I press forward, it will keep doing forward. And if I press backward, it will backward. If I hit stop, it will stop. So this is showing how the web interface can control the car to moving to different directions. And also I use the plus and minus key on the keyboard to increase or decrease the car speed. So you can see I can speed up to, let's go to the maximum value. Okay, I set the maximum speed as 50. And now if I do again, you can see the car is moving much faster. Not much faster, but faster than the previous run. And also this number, like 50, the car speed, it's the front end is getting this data from the server. So as you can see, it's 50 here. So it will send this 50 to here and display it on the front end so that the user knows what's the car speed. The next dot is the pad temperature. So if I press the key 0 on the keyboard, it will basically send the command to the server to get the pad temperature from the Raspberry Pi. So yeah, if I press 0, it will keep updating the temperature, but it will not update if I don't press the 0. And also, finally, it's the obstacle detection function. So if I press the number 7 on the key, it will start to basically scan the area in front of the car, and depends on the scanning result, it will tell you whether it's clear or there's obstacle in the front. So in this case, because there's nothing in front of the car, so we get the feedback saying the front is clear. So now if I move the car to here, like there's clearly some obstacle in front of the ultrasonic sensor. And if I run again, so as you can see, it's scanning, and in this case, it shows obstacle detected. Okay, I think that's it for the demo video. Thank you.